It is time.
Hey guys, it's Billy Rude from 58 Magazine, and thank you for watching my series about navigating reality. In this video, I'm going to talk about shamanism. So in my last videos, I shared how the Matrix films share the knowledge of shamanism in a very creative and cinematic way. So the knowledge of shamanism is basically about the truth of this reality, how our energy body is being fed upon by inorganic beings that live in the body and in our mind. And these inorganic beings we experience called voices. This is the spiritual journey of being a human, is to conquer these voices in our head and to acquire silence. That silence is who we really are. That's what all these films that we love and enjoy is about. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Marvel films. All the villains are faceless, aliens, or orcs, or soldiers, or basically entities that don't have a soul. And they have physical attributes that aren't human. And so those represent the unseen aspects of our mind, which we call thoughts, but they are actually voices.
You've known all along. Where are you? Follow the cold shiver running down your spine. I'm right here.
I don't understand.
And you have to understand this truth in order to ascend. The only reason why we don't ascend is that we believe that these thoughts, these voices, are me. This is the world of inorganic beings, and they feed upon our energy in order to survive, and that is happening right now. When you look at doctors or pharmacies or even hospitals, those today are modern concentration camps. And what I mean by that is that those people have a concentrated belief system that there's illness and death more than life and happiness. They all have a consciousness that is controlled by these voices. And all these people in those careers and those places of energy, you could say, or belief systems are limited. They believe in death more than life. And that doesn't mean everyone, but that's a systematic and social programming that we have to free ourselves when you understand the knowledge of shamanism. So all my videos going forward, all my workshops are about conquering these voices and entering this deep silence and peace.
It's too late.
Vina?
Everyone is going to die.
Are you okay? Vina?
Don't listen to your head, Tina. Listen to my voice. You are safe. You are loved. You are Tina.
Do you even remember the first time you talked to yourself? You don't. It's not a memory. So you have to realize that we are trained and taught to talk to ourselves. We are made to believe that these voices are us.
What happened?
Tina, you attacked everyone. Wounded Cersei, Fastos, you nearly killed Makari.
I don't remember.
You have mad weary. Your mind is fracturing under the weight of your memories. And all I can do is erase them so that you can start over.
Please, I want to remember. I want to remember my life.
Tina, I love you. But listen to me. It's not important if you remember or not. Your spirit will remain. You will always be Tina deep inside.
And we believe that these are my thoughts, my beliefs, my emotions, when they're not. And the only reason why we can't understand or comprehend this truth is because we are controlled by these voices.
Please let me help you.
I don't want your help. Don't you understand? I have to do this. I have to kill you. He's gonna kill me.
I bet even watching this video, there's a voice in your head that doesn't want to believe this, because that voice, that inorganic being, does not want to be caught. And when we come into this reality, our awareness is split in two when we start to talk to ourselves.
I've watched humans destroy each other when I could stop it all in a heartbeat. Do you know what that does to someone after centuries? Could our mission have been a mistake? Are we really helping these people build a better world, huh? We're just like the soldiers down there. Pawns to their leaders. Blinded by loyalty. It ends now.
Because our attention, our awareness, and our focus is split in a voice in our head that separates us from our heart.
I'll watch over Tina. Let her keep her memories.
One day when she attacks you, you might have to kill her.
We will take that chance.
And every time that we start to talk to ourselves, it separates us from who we are in our heart.
This is where we say goodbye. You are free to go. I want you to go out there and live a life for yourselves. Not as soldiers. Not with the purpose you were given. Find your own purpose. And one day, when we see each other again, I want you to tell me what you found.
So we have to balance this inorganic being's world that exists in our mind with the knowledge of how powerful we are in this silence.
You wonderful boy. You brave, brave man.
So it's true then, sir. A part of him lives within me, doesn't it?
Did. It was just destroyed many moments ago by none other than Voldemort himself. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic, capable of both inflicting injury and remedying it.
Is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
And you have to understand that there's a war happening right now. There are beings that want to control this reality. And the only way they can do that is by feeding off our energy. Because this energy that is hitting our planet from the sun is causing these inorganic beings to die. And so they are speaking to us in our mind with the most crazy and limited way that they can control us to make us believe, and it's causing us to be afraid of each other because we're believing that these voices are more real than who we really are.
Remember who you are.
Remember her.
And I'm here as, like in the movie Eternals, to help people realize that we need to protect ourselves from these deviants, these aliens that feed upon the human body, the human consciousness to survive. And I'm here to help people become aware of themselves, that they aren't these thoughts. You are not these emotions. Because the more emotional you are, it's like the more delicious you are to these inorganic beings. So you have to become free of yourself from all thought, all emotion, and all belief that isn't aligned to you. And if you've seen the new Ghostbusters films, I'm pretty much like this character.
She sits alone, an outcast, rejected by her peers. But what is her secret? Perhaps she's on the run. On the run? From herself. Wertheimer's Hardware, run by the Illuminati. Lizard people. Lizard people?
And if you haven't seen that movie, go see it. It's fantastic. It's one of the best and fun ways to visually show how you have to follow your intuition in order to conquer these negative thoughts and these beliefs that end up creating something called a personality, which is feminine. And all she ever wants to do is destroy. And this is represented in so many movies with the female villain that is an aspect of this mind that is created when we believe these thoughts to be me. And the Marvel films do a great job in showing this in the character Thor. And if you think of Thor, he is like our ego. And when we come into this reality, we have to learn how to become humble and have humility in order to grow, because the ego means God. And it becomes altered when it comes into a reality of matter, of thought. And Loki is basically an archetype of this lower mind that has access to this underworld, or these entities and beings that create negative, limiting thoughts and war in our mind. And when that happens, it creates a personality, which is like his sister, Hela, who is only destructive, only wants war and to conquer. And these aspects of our mind, you have to become aware of. And in shamanism, it really helps you to become aware of the way that this reality is created to hide ourselves from our inner child and the love in our heart. And when you understand the symbolism, hieroglyphs, and the archetypes that have been communicated to us through movies, through books, writings, and this reality, you have to understand that this is all trying to communicate unseen aspects of our mind, of our consciousness, experiencing this limited version of matter in this reality. So you have to realize that this could be this last life that you have in this reality. This reality is ending in days.
How did he take the news?
Couldn't bring myself to tell him it was the end of the world. There's nothing he could do.
I'm worried about you.
I'm not afraid. This violent cycle has to end.
We have to realize that we're here for a reason, and that isn't to be controlled by voices. And if it's hard to understand that concept, just watch all the Spider-Man films. Every villain is created because of voices in their head.
Something in my head. Something talking.
And these Marvel films are trying to educate us on all these multi-dimensional aspects of ourselves that we experience when we don't know who we are, or when we don't express who we are. And it opens gates into our consciousness to open, just like Stranger Things, where these inorganic beings can come and start to control us and talk to us. And we believe it, so then it feeds off our energy, and then we become separated and fractalized, and then we forget who we are. We don't remember that we are the silence, this deep peace, this love that is so powerful in comparison to these voices.
What if I can't fight anymore?
Of course you can.
What if I hurt you again?
Come on. You know who you are. You're Athena, goddess of war.
Thank you.
For what?
For always taking care of me.
I'll do it again. On any planet.
So I'm really excited to share all this with you and empower you in ways that you've never been. And please know that my videos are coming from a place of love, because I care about this future that I want to experience, that I'm seeing in my meditations. And I want people to experience that with me. It really means a lot to me to do this work and share it with people that want to change and evolve. But I can only show you these doors. I can't force you to do anything. And you have to be strong enough and have the courage to meet me there. And if you do decide to do this, then I will honor and respect you in so much love that because you're joining me on this reality. And we have to face this past in order to create this future. And this past is all these installations, these memories that hold us from happiness and peace.
I asked Gilgamesh once why he chose to protect me. He said, when you love something, you protect it. It is the most natural thing in the world. You have loved these people since the day we arrived. So there is no one better to lead us now than you. Cersei, get up.
So if you join my workshop this weekend, you'll experience ways to free your energy that has been controlled and limited in memories or in installations that cause you fear, and then to be able to recreate those installments or these implants into ways of freeing your energy, so then you can create everything that you desire in this world. And you have to face all the ways that you believe in these voices. You have to face the fact that you maybe are attached to thoughts that limit you rather than your own happiness and joy. And you can't be defensive or fight back against someone who's trying to really help you. And you have to realize that, like, I take this work very seriously because, I mean, as hard as this might sound, it's like life and death right now. You should always live your life in that kind of seriousness, because why else are you living? If you can't really push and believe in yourself, then you're allowing these inorganic beings to feed off you. And that's what creates illness and death. So this is the last life that you will have experienced on this reality. How are you going to live it? Are you going to become aware of yourself and conquer all these limitations and end up being a creator of reality that inspires, moves, and empowers people? Or are you going to continue to live in a loop, be fed upon, and eventually be stuck in a reality that continues to feed off of you? So please take this knowledge and wisdom and this video and this content seriously, because that's how I'm going to start living my life and sharing this knowledge in order to empower you to realize that these voices are only going to get worse. And it's going to feel like the same feeling in Harry Potter.
Obliviate.
This letting go of the past, or people that aren't going to change and evolve, will feel like this.
I thought about taking over the minds of every human on this planet. Violence, fear, greed, all gone.
Why didn't you?
Because without their flaws, they wouldn't be human.
Please, Druig. You can't stay here anymore. These deviants are trying to keep us from killing their own kind. They have a conscience now that makes them more dangerous.
No, seriously. That makes them us.
It's so important to be able to understand that you're not alone and that there's other people that are feeling the same way. And this is the journey of growth and evolution. So thank you again for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to 58 on YouTube and join my workshop this weekend about the knowledge of shamanism to really help empower you and to experience yourself, this inner silence, to end this chatter in your mind, this internal dialogue that is not you. So check it out. It's on 58magazine.com. It's for 2 days, 4 hours each day, and it will be about all this empowering content to understand this holographic universe, how we experience reality, and how to ascend. And we will practice meditations and ways to silence this mind so you can experience your own power and your own depth in who you really are. And please join the 58 membership to continue to support me in creating content to empower your life. And hope you guys have a wonderful day.